Remember that conjunctions are words that link other words, phrases, clauses, or sentences together, as in the example over here. Susan is an amazing wife and a wonderful mom. Now, pseudo conjunctions are other parts of speech that act like conjunctions. Let's have a look at those pseudo conjunctions. A. Adverbial conjunctions, which are also called conjunctive adverbs, are used to indicate a relationship between sentences and independent clauses by comparing or contrasting ideas. For example, consequently, finally, however, otherwise, then, etc. Remember that we usually use commas to separate an adverbial conjunction from the rest of the sentence. Have a look at the example over here. John's mom wanted him to go to college. Instead, he took a gap year and traveled around the world. Now, the adverbial conjunction instead in the sentence is used to indicate the relationship between the first sentence and the second, contrasting what John's mom wanted him to do and what John actually did. B. Nominal conjunctions introduce or conclude ideas. For example, the moment, the instant, etc. Now, nominal conjunctions function as a noun in a sentence. Have a look at the example over here. I was petrified the moment I heard the news. The nominal conjunction the moment in this sentence is used to introduce the idea I heard the news. C. Verbal conjunctions are used to introduce additional information in a sentence. Examples of verbal conjunctions are assuming that, given that, etc. Note that verbal conjunctions are derived from verbs. Have a look at the example over here. Shall we go out tonight, assuming that you are free? Now, the verbal conjunction in this sentence, assuming that, is used to introduce additional information. You are free. Now, let's review and practice a bit. Remember, the pseudo conjunctions are other parts of speech that act like conjunctions. Now, read the list of words below and underline the pseudo conjunctions. Either, or, and, every second. Nor, granted that, however, accordingly, but instead, not only, but also, finally. Every second, granted that, however, accordingly, instead, finally. Now read the sentence below and use the pseudo conjunctions in brackets to expand the sentence. Moreover, Judy never skips classes at university. She works part-time at the local cafe. Judy never skips classes at university. Moreover, she works part-time at the local cafe. Every time. When I have a test coming up, I get really nervous. Every time I have a test coming up, I get really nervous. Given that, I don't think he'll agree. He quickly tried to change the topic. I don't think he'll agree, given that he quickly tried to change the topic. Here is a short story using pseudo conjunctions. Listen as I read so you can see how they are used in real-life conversation. After I'm done, make sure you understand all the grammar and read aloud yourself so that you can work on your own fluency and pronunciation. It's too hot today. I'm melting. Given that you don't have an AC at your place, you'll be boiling soon. Indeed, I'm quite close to that. However, I'm trying to eat watermelons to stay cool. Does it help? Yeah. In fact, I'll be a watermelon myself soon. And now, time for you to practice on your own. Read the following sentences and underline pseudo conjunctions. A. We can either go to the park or walk around the city. The weather's simply majestic. 2. Every time I see Mr. Baker enter the room, I want to hide behind my desk. C. He stopped responding to our messages, therefore destroying our friendship. D. Carol wants to move to California, but she doesn't have the necessary funds. E. I freeze in fear the instant I see a spider. F. I want to bake a carrot cake. It's quite simple. In addition, it's a healthy treat. G. I must say that hiking and camping are two passions of mine. I. Greg knew that he made a mistake. Indeed, the feeling of regret didn't leave him for a minute. J. Max told me that he wanted to speak with you. Furthermore, he seemed really impatient. Edge. I'd rather stay here than go home right now. And now, let's check your answers. No pseudo conjunction. Every time. Therefore. No pseudo conjunctions. The instant. In addition. No pseudo conjunction. Indeed. Furthermore. No pseudo conjunction. Thank you for watching this tutorial.